Okay. Yay. All right, we're recording. So we'll get the most out of this, fully focused. So stay off your phones and no video games and all that. Um, what I want to do is try to get through as much of this as possible. Plays, did we go over plays 6 through 10 last time? Did we go over it with this? Let me
Uh,
in the playbook. Did we go over that? No. Maybe 1 through 5. I think we did 1 through 5. Okay, we'll go play 6 through 10. We'll look at bunts 1 to 2. We'll talk about our mission. Look at a couple plays on Game Changer. And the first thing I want to do is show you guys a cuts and relays video. And I'm going to send this video out to your parents so that you can save it and come back to it because you might not get it all this first time. But I think if I was going to share anything with you guys overall, all right, now that we've had a day to kind of process, losing yesterday. Um, I thought I had a whiteboard option, but it doesn't seem like it's showing me that. But I would want to write these words on a whiteboard if I could. For some reason, it's not showing whiteboard. Um, I'd want to write the word determination. Okay. Determination that as a team, you guys have to make a decision week by week, day by day, practice by practice, game by game. Are you going to have the determination to complete a game? And that means you might not win every inning. You're not going to win every pitch, but WEP stands for win every pitch. That's your determined goal. Is if you follow the rules of the book, you're going to play it one pitch at a time, and your goal is to win that pitch. If you're a pitcher, to win that pitch, you need to throw a strike. If he hits it and it's a ground ball to the shortstop to win that pitch means I need to field it cleanly and get the out, right? If we get the out, we won that pitch. Okay. Baseball is simple. It comes down to three things: strikes, outs, and runs. If we throw strikes and we get outs and we score more runs, we win. So let's keep it really simple. We need to have fun, and I'm baseball's fun, so there should be no issue with that. Okay, but like having that determined focus, win every pitch, and not like get complacent when we're up by a couple of runs, and then not tuck our tail between our legs and sit on the bench when we should be up going crazy for our teammates. That's going to be a WEP mentality where we win every pitch. We're determined, and that's what's going to make the difference. And guys, like I told you yesterday, I can't do it. Coach Chris, Coach Ed can't do it. You guys have to be the ones to do it. This is your team. Miss Gina, okay, coached in Division One softball. I've told you that a million times. She's told me last night, this is a good team. She believes you're a good team, and I listen to my wife because if I don't, I get in trouble. But I listened to her, and she believes you're a good team. Now it's a matter of how do we get that to come out? How do we solve that problem? Okay, so it's going to be the little things. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen, and I'm going to see if this video works. Okay, I'm going to try to play this video, and I want you guys to pay attention to it. And let's go here. We'll minimize. Oh, wait, that's not what I wanted. Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. We're going to go to baseball. Where is, shoot, where's my, okay, I'm all the way over there. Here's baseball. There it is. Okay. So, Matthew, I can see your face. Can you see the cuts and relays video that's about to play? Loading. All right, guys, let's see if we can actually play this and it like doesn't lag too much. Hopefully it's not too laggy. Let's try this. So, dear Lord, let this work well. Okay. Here we go.
Later, that's a line drive base hit. Mustafi is going to be waved home, and now he slips and falls, and they may have him at third, and they do.
Okay, so this is about a 10, 12-minute video on cuts and relays. Coach Riz. Oh my gosh, Coach Riz.
Hey there, Coach Riz here, and today we're going to talk about basic cutoffs and relays. One of the most important fundamentals for players and coaches to grasp is how to position and run a proper cutoff. When the offense hits a single, the defense always prepares for a play 2 bases ahead of the lead runner. So with no one on base, the play is to second base. On base hits to the shortstop side of the field, the shortstop is the cutoff, and on base hits to second base side of the field, the second baseman is the cutoff. Base hits to center field are usually communicated during the play as to who's going to be the cutoff and who has the bag. It's important to know the game situations in advance of the play so that you can react and make quicker decisions, and to also anticipate plays before they happen. Knowing the number of outs, where the base runners are, as well as the speed of the base runners or batter will give good defenders a huge advantage.
Nobody on.
Here we have a base hit to left field, so the shortstop is going out to be the cutoff. Notice that since there may be a play at the bag, the throw from the outfielder is going all the way into second base.
Center with a leadoff single.
In this next example, there are 2 outs and the defense is down a run late in the game with the same speedy runner at the plate. Because of the situation, the defense must anticipate that this runner is going to apply pressure on them and try to stretch this single into a double.
Remember, he's the tying run now. Bottom 8. Ooh.
With the base hit being to the right side, the second baseman is the cut and the shortstop has the bag.
Safe.
There's a base hit with the runner on first base. The defense lines up for a play at third base or 2 bases in front of the lead runner. The shortstop is always the cutoff for third base. The second baseman must control second base. The general rule is any situation that includes a runner on first base along with a base hit, the second baseman must control second base. And once again,
Okay, I'm going to repeat that. Anytime there's a runner on first and there's a base hit, the second baseman must control second base. All right, the shortstop is the relay to third.
it's important to know your game-specific situations.
3 balls, 2 strikes, short lead at first. And a line drive out to right center field. That'll drop for a hit. Ruiz rounds second, heads to third.
And here we see the shortstop lined up as the cutoff for third base while the second baseman is in position to control second base.
Roman Quinn on
See
one
the
high.
fake?
He is.
He's out. See the fake on the short?
Does a couple important things here. He positions himself so that a throw that is at his head ends up being a long hop to third base. He also fakes, or better known as a deke in baseball, to freeze the runner at first base.
Perfect. Perfect throw, perfect deke, perfect play.
93, I think, but still, look at that.
In this next example, you can see that there are runners on first and third. Whenever there is a base hit with a runner on third, the primary concern for the defense becomes the next base runner, or in this example, the runner on first base. So the defense once again prepares for a play at third base.
And a base hit off the fastball.
Okay, the guy's going to score. Now we're going to third.
The shortstop is lining up for a play at third base. Second has control of second base, and the pitcher is working his way over to back up either home or third base.
Throw there, they're going to get it.
Got him.
With the runner on second base and a base hit to left field, the third baseman becomes the cutoff for a play at the plate, and the shortstop has to slide over and control third base.
Play number 3.
It's important that your outfielders understand that they are throwing to the plate through the cutoff whenever there is going to be a play at home.
Line into left field.
Third
Madrigal
baseman backing up.
home. Here comes Alex's first throw to the plate. It is on the money. At home plate. Knows about Alex Gordon's great arm and accuracy, and now he's seen what it's like firsthand.
Look at that.
See him taking a chance.
Look at that do or die. Right there, Logan. Check it out.
Difficult to score.
Got his finger.
Line in.
Notice how the third baseman must get depth or get closer to home plate after this ball gets through the infield in order to properly get into position to where the ball goes through his head and one hops to catch it. He also dekes the runner at first base to holding there. While the deke is important on holding that runner, notice how he doesn't ever actually come close to touching the baseball.
It's his first throw to the plate. It is on the money. Out at home plate.
So the comment on that last one would be third baseman, first baseman. Even if the throw is not close to you, deke anyway to hold that runner at first. Okay, so we work on that deke. Now we're playing higher level baseball.
Here's another example of a
And in this one, the Pirates are losing. What a big surprise.
base hit to left field with the runner on second and a properly run cutoff for a play at the plate.
51 is a base hit off the diving try of Gonzalez. Reynolds tries it again. And
Got him.
Runner Sogard. Reynolds charging hard, so he has some momentum on this one.
Once again, a deke by the third baseman to hold the runner at first, and the perfect depth for a one hop to the catcher.
Perfect depth.
Perfect.
So Matthew and Dean, pay
Outfielders
attention how
must
deep he
understand
was.
that they are not throwing to a cutoff. They are throwing.
Sorry, we'll back this up for a second.
Outfielders must understand that they are not throwing to a cutoff. They are throwing through the cutoff.
So outfielders, you're not throwing to a cutoff, you're throwing through a cutoff. So you're going right over their head. Okay, aim through their head. Your target is the base that you're going to. Okay, not to the cutoff, but through the cutoff.
To the target. Their throws must be able to be cut to take advantage of base running mistakes or changing circumstances, such as the coach stopping a runner. As in this example, where a good throw from the outfielder, along with the third baseman and the shortstop being in proper position, leads to the defense being able to take advantage of a base running mistake. With a runner on second and a base hit to the outfield, anywhere but to left field, the first baseman becomes the cutoff for a play at the plate. If there is not a runner on first base, the shortstop controls second base, and the second baseman is responsible for controlling first base. However, if there is a runner on first base, as well as a runner on second base, the second baseman now must control second base while the shortstop becomes the cutoff for a possible play at third. Our primary concern is the play 2 bases ahead of the lead runner, or the play at the plate. But our secondary concern now becomes keeping the runner on first base off of third base. And then our third concern is then keeping the batter off of second base. To keep it simple, the second basemen need to remember that anytime there is a runner on first base with the base hit to the outfield, they are responsible for controlling second base. In this next example, we have a runner on second base with a base hit to right field. You'll see the second baseman moving to control first base. However, pay attention to how the first baseman doesn't get enough depth. This leads to an otherwise perfect throw by the right fielder being high enough over the cutoff's head that the base runner can read the ball out of his hand as being uncuttable. So he is able to easily advance to second base.
Too high.
While this may not seem like a big deal due to the defense getting the out at the plate, this inevitably leaves them with 2 outs and a runner on second base. Now a 2-out single or error scores a run, as opposed to if they had held the batter to first base. Then the offense would need to get 2 singles or an extra base hit to scoring. These subtle nuances are often what separates good from bad teams, even at the major league level. This is why outfielders who continually overthrow cutoffs and cutoffs who continually don't get to their proper spots will eventually play themselves out of the starting lineups of higher level baseball, regardless of arm strength or athletic ability.
The pitcher is perfect throw.
This throw by the right fielder is a strong long hop throw to the plate. Therefore, it is evident that the first baseman didn't get to the proper depth, since a long hop throw to the catcher should ideally pass him at head level. In this next example, as we look at the situation, we see that there is now a runner on first base as well as second. Remember, this changes the second baseman's responsibility, and he now must control second base. The shortstop will now line up as the cutoff for potential play at third.
Conforto to third. He's going to be waved around. Inciarte unleashes the throw to the plate. It's cut off, but now they have a lot.
Okay, so that's a judgment play.
Freeman tanks him out.
They cut.
That enables Cano to get to second.
Notice how the first baseman is positioned with his feet and shoulders facing where he anticipates he might need to cut the baseball. I cannot stress this enough. Outfielders will be the player throwing out the runner at the plate. Very, very rarely will this ball be relayed by the cutoff to home. On base hits with runners on second, the third baseman or the first baseman, whoever is responsible, depending on where the ball was hit, is the cutoff, not the relay. His job is to line up properly so that runners cannot advance without taking a risk of giving the defense a free out, like in this example.
And Conforto's going to score on this. There's no need for Pete to get tied up. It's not a good base running.
Polar bear.
Bear.
Good job,
it's
Freddie.
2 outs, even though you got your runner on second base. It was first and second, 1 out, and still a big rally potential. First time.
On this play, we see the importance of the second baseman understanding that when a runner is on first base, he must control second base. Watch as the A's execute an otherwise textbook cutoff, but without the second baseman in his proper position, they allow a runner to advance to scoring position.
That's in for a base hit. Springer will be waved around. Liriano's in.
That's a big. cut off. Scores for the third, and they'll get the out there about 2 days. So they do get the out. Buck coming in to score for the Astros in the 5th run. From second base is Springer, and it's 5-4 Houston. RBI single for Michael Brantley to center field.
Running proper cutoffs is one of the key indicators of how well a team is coached, as well as an individual player's baseball IQ. It is not simple. It requires a lot of reps and mental energy to master, but is always a primary aspect of successful programs. Once you feel comfortable with the basic cutoffs, please check out my video on double cuts. I hope you've gotten something out of this video, and feel free to leave any questions in the comments, and thanks for watching.
Okay. Computer's running high. Stop the share.